Hey Ryan, good afternoon. It is Thursday. It's like August 24th or something like that. This is 53 Chestnut. I'm just doing a video here because it's just such a massive amount of work. Number one, we have asbestos siding on the side of the house, which is not a problem, except when you get broken pieces like this. The paint is already peeling off, so this is going to be the problem. You can repaint this, but you'll have to do something with all these chipped pieces around here. You have some more chipped pieces in here. Simple stuff like the gutters not connected. We have more broken asbestos there on the side. You could power wash this, and if you want to skim coat it, make it look a little cleaner. But the windows are all broken on the bottom. You have peeling paint all over all these windows here. Now these windows are, they're kind of older style vinyl replacement windows. Not all of them, because these two ones are not. So you'll have a couple windows to be doing in here. This backyard is really hairy. So we have this tree. It's already touching the roof. You're going to see that this little awning canopy thing, the roof on here is actually, it's all ripped off. We'll see from the other side. This thing wasn't taken out with permits. So you got a 6x6 post, but you don't have any Tico brackets in here. There's no brackets on here. You can't have the dirt on the wood. That's going to be a problem. It does look like it's sitting in a concrete foundation, so that might be kind of nice. The ledger board actually seems to be okay. I'm not sure if it's waterproofed, but you have the debris under here. The whole entire deck has the peel and paint all over it. Okay. The growth back here is really big. It's probably about average 4 or 5 feet tall. The whole entire soffit is falling down from here. I'm not sure if you can see it. You see that little bit of light right there? That's because I can see through the roof. Alright, let's start going this side. The Bilco doors, you could sand those down and paint them. But what's going to happen with this house is everything is going to be new in here if you decide to do this rehab. So bear with me. Clearly you got to get rid of all this vegetation here on the fence. The fence is actually kind of nice, aside from that one broken spot. I mean, you could paint this up and make it look good. You'll see on the windows we have more of all the peel and paint. The siding's got to get washed up there. You can see we have like a 2x4 here, and we have some wood there sitting on the roof edge. We got some more asbestos shingles breaking there. This tree is touching the house, so you're going to have to do some trimming. I'm going to zoom in here. You can see above that window back there. You see that's where we're going to have a lot of water damage. The house is in very faded paint color. Even right there, you're going to see the sidings exposed. There is no parking on this house either. So you see there's a no parking sign there. So all this people that are parking here, that's me. You know, it's going to be complicated just to do construction. We already have rotted wood on the sills coming up around here. All the siding here, you can see how it's cupped. All this stuff is buckled and it's warping out. The windows that are here, you'll see the steam that's in there. All the seals are broken on these. You have two different types of siding. You have the asbestos, you got the cedar shakes with the grooves in them. When you first walk in, the floor right here, it elevates up. We have a little bit of mold in here, and this is a little bit compared to what we have in the rest of the house. It smells horrible in here too. A lot of mold. You can see somebody, patched up because they had a door here. So they made this into 3 units. You're gonna have to have hardwired smoke alarms on a multifamily, at least for the hallways. This is the first floor apartment. It's really humid in here. You're gonna see all the tiles here, they're actually all busted up and broken. So that's kind of all over the place. These steam radiators, I'm gonna guarantee you they're gonna be cracked. Here's the ceiling where we have all the mold that has the water damage, which has caused mold, which has made it drop. The radiators in here, like I said, you know those are going to be cracked. This is just a condition of the bathroom. This has the mold everywhere here. There's nothing you're going to save in here. This part has to be gutted out. It is a rental, but you know, from a multifamily perspective, it's okay to have the bathroom off the kitchen. Not so much on a single family. Ooh. This door hasn't been opened in a while, but you're going to see in the closet, that's all the extra mold. This is just from the outside perspective. You'll see all the vegetation growing. There's a big belly in the ceiling there. You'll see where all the water is coming down. This floor, you see, like I put my foot underneath there. The whole floor is popped up. And it's sloping as well. The reason why it's doing that is because all the moisture in the basement. You have all these two-prong outlets here, so your outlets aren't even going to be grounded. You have more buckling on the floors over here. This is the sun porch area. This really dips down. It's going to be hard to see, but that really falls. So I don't know why there's a drop there, but you can see that the wall's already separating, the ceiling's already separating here, and if we could kind of see, I'm not sure if you can kind of pick up on that, but this whole part right here really drops. That means you have some structural issues on that porch. The walls are just in, let me get my light out here so you can see. I mean, the walls are looking like this. This is what these walls look like. So, you know, from a camera perspective, they don't look that bad. They just look dirty. Even on the ceilings, you have the peeling paint because they painted these tiles in here. This is just low-end rentals do. So that was the first floor. We'll just hit the basement real quick here. So in the basement, we just have some junction boxes. No big deal. We have the two gas meters here. And we have the brick foundation, which is just going to let a lot of moisture in. Oh, and you can see where all the moisture would have been at the bottom down there. We have a lot of mold on the walls over here. These steam pipes that have mold on the insulation. This part over here is not asbestos, but all these steam pipes are going to have it behind the wall. This room over here, if you're seeing all the mold that's in there, you'll see the mold on the ceiling. Got the mold over there. Again, very damp in here. Well, that's wet water right there. That's not even old stain. So these are just the two panels. Maybe you could just keep those. So now our mold is getting into like funky colors like green and purple. So we have a lot going on over there. Not trying to stay in here too long. So this is what they end up doing. They're putting heat right there in the ceiling. Like that's going to cause a problem because there's no heat down here. So they think that the heat's going to fall down, which we all know heat rises. All the mold on the ceilings. So all this stuff is going to be coming out. It cannot be saved. This is like their little kitchen, which I can't even stand up in here. The boiler is going to be shot. Hot water heater is going to be shot. The plumbing lines are going to be shot. This stack here is probably going to be broken. Well, you can already see it. Right here, it's already started to do pitting. When you see this, you know it's going to crack. I just don't know for sure where everything is, but when cast iron sits by itself, it definitely cracks. There's actually a hairline crack right there. They just have this little bathroom here. We just have water dripping in here. So there's water in the house. It's just dripping all over the floor. Again, more mold. Same thing all over again. When the house has been sitting very long anything that's like cast iron, like a sewer line or radiators, they snap in the middle of the winter when it gets like, 10 degrees out. So this house has been sitting quite a long time. We have the same kind of textured ceilings here. This is just a louvered window, a glass window. It's not an interior window of the house. This is the second floor apartment. All the tiles are broken. You can just hear them. There's a real big dip in the floor here, a drop. Right. The hardwood floor is not bad. It's just the older style. You got mirrors on the whole wall over here. This is just textured wallpaper. We have some leaks from the bathroom from upstairs. We have asbestos pipes or insulation on those pipes over there. You're looking up over here. You're going to see these are fresh wet stains all on here. So all that stuff, you can see it's wet. So we're having roof issues everywhere. This is the condition of the roof. Need I say more? This is just mold over it growing up in this area. So if we have the mold on the outside of the rooms, you're going to have it behind the walls. This just shows that they just did a conversion here. They just put up a piece of board. In properties like this, typically what you can just do is convert this, get rid of the apartment, open it up, and you can have an entrance, and you can combine the first and second floor. One of the issues you're going to have here are the height of the risers. They are too high right now, so as you're walking up, it's good exercise, but your stairs you could feel are too big. Anything over things like 8 3/8 or 8 3/4, not acceptable, and these are 9 1/2. So up here, you don't have any knee walls anywhere here, so it's just the attic that somebody finished. They have a little sink, if you want to call this a kitchen, a radiator. Now you'll be able to see the roof where the rolled roof section is completely ripped off and how the trees are growing right onto it. This is just a bathroom. You can clearly see how wobbly that floor is, and actually if that toilet is level, you can just see how the floor slopes down. It's also not code the way they have the toilet set. You need 30-inch clearance on both sides, and you need 21 in the front. In the front you're okay, but you don't make it over here. So essentially, this tub and the shower whole section over here needs to go. And when you're standing in the shower, this slope is going to be too close. If you see like you're standing in the middle, you're going to hit your head. You're going to hit your head here. So usually when you see slopes in the bathtubs, they're more at the back of the wall. But they're maybe only about like a foot and a half. So we need light fixtures everywhere. And right here as well, where I'm walking, there's a lot of subfloor. Oh, look at this one. There's a lot of subfloor damage. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's 4 layers of floor on here. And when you rip up all this carpet, it's just not gonna be as simple as rip carpet up and then put carpet back down. So you can see, like as you're walking, see how short these stairs are. So you really got to walk down sideways on these things. These are all going to be issues that you're just going to decide what you want to do. But these will all be home inspection issues a lot for you. And this is not a simple, 1, 2, 3. This is like about a 4-month project. There's the little fuses, and you're looking. Before I even write it down, you're probably going to be 115, 120, something like that on a renovation cost.